Alright, so with the pain of Austria done, dusted, we move on. The Formula One circus moves on, and we move on to the UK for Silverstone, the British Grand Prix, the British Grand Prix, the British GP. Crikey. Move on to the British Grand Prix. Alright, I'll stop. Alright, so for the British Grand Prix, who's going to get pole position? Who's going to finish in my top 5? Let's find out. Let's get into that. So yeah, with Kimi facing a 3-grid spot, I see him. I'm just going to predict where Kimi's going to end up. He's not in my top 5, spoiler alert. But I just kind of want to talk about Kimi just a tad, just because, with that DNF. I think he'll probably end up making a low Q3 for quali, and then being bumped down to like 11th, or I see him qualifying anywhere between 5th and 10th, probably, unless he just has a really bad qualifying, and then he'll face his service 3 grid spot penalty, and yeah. So that's where I think Kimi's going to end up. But as for pole position, will a Brit take it? Or will a foreigner take it? A non-hometown boy. For pole position, I'm going to be controversial. I'm going to say George Russell gets pole. I'm going to say that George Russell gets pole in his home Grand Prix. I think he could do it. I really, really do. Alright, now for your top 5 of the day. For 5th, give me Isaac Hadjar. I think he'll want to do good after, especially seeing Lawson finish P5 or P6 last week in Austria, or last time out in Austria, I guess, because this is being recorded a day or two after Austria. So last time out at Austria, Isaac Hadjar will want some revenge. And I think Isaac Hadjar could slide into P5. P4, I got Lewis Hamilton finishing 4th in his home Grand Prix. I don't know. He's just usually good around Britain, so I don't see why he wouldn't finish, top 5. He won Silverstone last year. It was his first and only legitimate win of the year last year. I say legitimate because of George's disqualification in Spa, which gave him the win. But Lewis was looking good. Looked good around here last year. I think he'll look good again this year. I think he'll finish top 5 in that Ferrari. In 3rd, give me George Russell. I think Russell will kind of falter a little bit after starting on pole, but hold on probably for that podium position. In P2, I got Lando Norris. Again, the Brits are going to be out in full force here. The Brits are going to do really good around here. I mean, when almost a quarter of the grid is British. Actually, let me fact check that. I think a quarter of them are British. I would say a quarter of them are British. Drivers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, only 4 of them are British. Never mind. I thought there was more Brits on the grid for whatever reason. Okay, maybe I was just tripping then. Okay, I thought there was more British people than there were. Okay, never mind. Forget I said anything. Regardless, I think all the Brits will probably be in top 5 except for probably Behrman. I just don't think Behrman has the car. The Haas just isn't at that point right yet. And in 1st, give me championship leader Oscar Piastri in P number 1. I think Piastri's just too good of a form right now. He's pretty much consistently finishing one or 2. He's usually in the top 3 all season. Maybe a 4th if he has a little bit of a bad race like he did in Canada where he finished 4th. But no, Piastri's pretty much always a lock for top 3, unless he has a really abysmal race. But, I mean, hey, anything's possible in Formula 1. Maybe he will end up having an abysmal race, and then Max can sneak into the points, or Fernando sneaks into the top 5, or Sonoda, Lawson. Yeah. But yeah, so those are my predictions for the Grand Prix, for the British Grand Prix. So just again, pole position, I got George Russell. In P5, Isaac Hadjar. P4, Lewis Hamilton. P3, George Russell. P2, Lando. And P1, championship leader, Oscar Piastri. I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the race review.